Horizontal chop, how to master this technique. Let's see this video. Here a case of dense cataract. I started with 2.2 clear cornea incision, then using soft shell technique, injecting dispersive OVD to coating the endothelium of the cornea, then injecting a cohesive OVD as it's clear, then starting to do the capsular rhexis. To start doing horizontal chop, your capsular rhexis should be between 5 and 5.5 millimeters in diameter, and your hydrodissection should be complete, and the cataract should be dense enough with nuclear sclerosis at least +2. Here you can see the cataract is dense enough. Now after doing the hydrodissection, injecting a dispersive OVD as it's clear and rotate the nucleus, and this is a good sign that my hydrodissection is excellent. For phaco setting, choose a high vacuum settings to have a greater holding power. In this case the vacuum is 450 millimeter. Then to start the horizontal chop, you can embed the phaco probe just inside the sub-incisional capsular rhexis towards the optic nerve in temporal approach. Briefly deliver a burst of phaco power to embed the phaco tip, and then pack 2, position 2, just for vacuum to hold the nucleus, and simultaneously go with the chopper towards the equator, hook the equator, and bring the chopper towards the phaco tip. And before the chopper touches the phaco tip, move it in lateral directions to split the nucleus into halves, then rotate and do another chop in the same manner for each half alone, do smaller pieces. Then you can emulsify each piece alone, or you can emulsify each half directly without doing sub chop for the halves. Here you can see the first half has been chopped perfectly and emulsified also. Rotate for the second half, embed the phaco tip, go with the chopper to the equator, hook the equator, bring the chopper towards the phaco tip. Before touching, move in lateral directions, separate this half into another 2 pieces. Then you can chop each piece into smaller and smaller in the same manner, and you can emulsify each piece alone, just supranuclear at the level of the pupil, away from the endothelium of the cornea. Here the last piece of the last quadrant, hold it, chop it into smaller pieces and emulsify. Here by the end of the chopping, you can see a nice epinucleus and cortical shell, which works as a protective shell for the posterior capsule while doing a horizontal chop. Now it's the time to cortex removal using bimanual irrigation, aspiration. Always you can form the anterior chamber and the capsular bag and go with the aspiration probe into the slightly underneath the anterior capsule, and hold each cortical matter and peel it and aspirate it at the center of the pupil. Then implanting a single piece hydrophobic IOL inside the capsular bag, then washing the viscoelastic from the anterior chamber and also behind the IOL as it's clear. And finally you can do stromal hydration for the paracentesis and for the main incision, and can do gentle irrigation in the anterior chamber to be sure that there is no hidden pieces. I wish this video is nice and useful. If you find that, you can subscribe my YouTube channel, and thank you for watching my video.